What is happening, fishers? And as usual, welcome to our Monday night live session here from Balmoria Fishing Tackle in Vincent. This evening, I'm on the left. Check that out, guys. Don't get confused. We have Morgan, a part of team NOEBY, joining us this evening. Morgan's an avid bass fisherman and representative of NOEBY lures. So we have something exciting for you a little bit later to auction, but a very big thank you to everyone that has joined us so far. So in turn, sorry, I've got bad eyes and Morgan's got just as bad eyes. Yeah. So it'll be the blind leading the blind here tonight, guys. 100%. So if I don't get those questions exactly right, please excuse me, because I can't ask Morgan to assist me unless I wear your glasses on top of my glasses. Anyway, Morgan, a big thank you for joining us this evening.
No worries.
Morgan and I had a nice little chat before this. So tomorrow night for Tackle Tuesday, obviously, everything NOEBY will be available for you guys. Have a look at it. They have some awesome new soft plastics coming to the country. And of course, they do supply crazy different variety of rods, reels, line, hard baits, stick baits, everything that's going.
That works.
And their website, www.noeby.com. I'm assuming, guys, check out their website. They have a huge variety of things. If there's anything you do like, give Andrew or Dave at Balmoria a shot, and I'm sure they can get hold of them quite quickly for you. Let's see, Kieran, thanks for joining us. Good evening, thank you. Bridget George Smith, I think you should know that name.
Yes, I do.
There we go. How they're hoping to support my husband this evening. That's him there, guys. Johan Schulz, Schoenfeld, evening. If you're wondering why Johan's got a untraceable badge next to him, Johan is a paid member. We do thank you for all the guys that are paid members. Small monthly fee helps support Untraceable go a long way. Carl, how's the fishing going? But have I seen any fish into the competition yet? Is there anybody else a speaker missing sound? Please let us know if you don't have any sound, guys. Just hit us in the comments there below. Clint Alberts has just joined us. Thank you, Clint, and he's just joined as a member as well. JB Slapper, sup. Good evening, gents. How's it all? So anyway, guys, how was everyone's weekend? I know in East London we had very good fishing weather.
Yeah, even
very good weather to dehydrate you. Andrew and I both yesterday, I think we're the second thirstiest and third thirstiest people in the world, because there's always that one person that's a bit thirstier than you. But not a bad weekend out. Did you get any fishing done in the last couple of days?
Yeah. So we had an outing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Got some decent fish.
Was that up at Roycront's?
Yeah.
Oh, so I saw the footage of that, guys. Check it out. And you have a Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram.
So what is your handle on Instagram?
It's just Morgan Hahn.
Morgan Hahn, guys. So anyway, check out Morgan Hahn. Predominantly bass fishing, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So if you want to see some bass fishing done, and you're going to get some tutorials and see the way he is fishing the NOEBY lures. So if you are interested in the way to fish the lures, check out that Instagram handle, Morgan Hahn, and go check it out, guys. Give him your support. Okay, let's see. A little question coming here. Can you guys please explain how people must measure the fish for the comp? I've seen a lot of catches have been measured incorrectly. Okay, Johan, just a quick one. All fork-tail fish must be measured to the fork. Yes, there was some ups and downs. How can you measure it? Easy enough. All fork-tail fish from the tip of the nose over the top of the fish to the fork. The cob is the only round-tail edible species in the competition, full length on the cob. And then with regards to the shark species, guys, from the tip of the nose to the pre-cordial notch just before the tail, there's a little indent before the tail. That's how they are to be measured over the top of the fish. I hope that explains it to everyone. If you're not sure, run your tape measure over the top of the fish on the full length of the fish. We can judge where the fork is quite easily from there, guys. Run it from the nose of the fish over the fork to the tip of the tail, and we can, as judges, we can pretty much easily see what is happening there. So just we are busy running a competition at the moment, so you know. So for those of you who don't know, you still have time to enter. We have 8 species up.
Okay.
It's a national competition. It ran from the 11th of April to the 11th of next month.
All right.
So the target species for that competition are Kalyun, bluefish, aka bronze bream, garrick, a leerfish, cob. We have pig-nosed grunt or white stemrus, whichever you call it. Then we have the silver stemrus or the white mussel cracker, and then the punsi or black mussel cracker as your edible species. And then our 2 shark species are the ragged-tooth shark, and the 8th category shark species is bronze whaler / grey dusky shark. So either of those 2 species count.
Nice category.
So yeah, some nice categories, and we've got some brilliant prizes up for grabs. The guys are all busy fishing for. We've had some phenomenal catches come through so far this one. Got a bronzy at yesterday. I saw that. I actually did see that. Well done, Butch. Not a bad little bronzy. I think you might be in the running to catch about 150 kilo one if you need to win the competition though. So keep fishing and keep trying. Unfortunately, we don't get those big boys here in East London too often, but keep trying and I'm sure you'll get there. George Africa, thanks for joining us. Anyway, guys, please let me know how that sound, if the sound has got better. I'm assuming it has got better because you're answering my questions. Okay, we have Brandon. What fish do you guys intend on targeting at Mazeppa Bay at the end of this month? Well, Brandon, all of them. It was supposed to be, as Mazeppa Bay is a shark hunting expedition, but we have this little group with all the anglers that are going to Mazeppa Bay, so we decided to put a little bit of, everyone's going to put 100 Rand into the pot, and the person who walks away with the most species takes all the money. So there's probably 1,000 Rand up for grabs, so I'm going to try to catch all of them. So that is it's going to be very similar to the competition you guys are busy fishing, but we are definitely going to be, sorry guys, the lights just went off, I'm glad we still got power. We are definitely going to be, I'd say, targeting a Leary. There should be that around this time of the year. The shad should be thick by the end of the month there, so I'm hoping there are some Learys chasing the shad around, and I'm definitely targeting a 200 kilo plus shark. The one that my hooks, or wasn't actually my shark. Andrew hooked the shark, passed the rod on to one of our members. I ended up fighting the shark. The poor shark had 3 different people pulling on it. The hook ended up snapping, but so I'm after that shark. I want my other piece of the hook back, or Andrew's hook back. Anyway, guys, how's it, guys? Still cracking up. Yeah, glad you're having a good laugh. So Morgan, for those that didn't join us, we don't want to give too much away because it's Tackle Tuesday tomorrow night. We want to give you guys anticipated. Why don't you pick up one of those packets of lures and hold it up, and then show the guys something about what's coming into the country there.
So there's a new DIY from Nobi that's come in. Awesome baits, nice and soft, durable plastic. It's going to catch fish, I can tell you that.
Definitely going to catch. Have these never been fished with yet?
No.
Yeah.
Not from my side at least, but going to give them a bash as soon as I get back on the water.
Yeah, I hope Bormori gets his in stock super soon because I definitely need to buy a couple of packets of these.
Yeah, I've seen you've been eyeing out one or two.
There's definitely some that I like, and that is one of them. The crab in the dam I fish on, the colour of that crab is exactly that colour. I think Andrew was having some cracking.
I'm taking the microphone out and I'm...
Guys, you're going to lose.
No, you guys can talk now.
You're going to lose false. You might lose some sound. We've just dropped the microphone for a couple of seconds, but the distortion should get better now. We're obviously resetting our devices. So, see, 57 people are watching and we have 1 like. Do the other 56 of you not like us, guys?
You might need to refresh the page there, then you'll see it.
Freshy. And sorry, 6 people have liked us, guys. 54 watching. So hit us with those likes, some hearts, guys. Please hit those likes. Takes you 2 seconds of your time. It does help our YouTube algorithm go a long way and get our videos more views. So please, from the bottom of my heart. 16. Okay, I'm on 6 miles. I'm a bit delayed, but it's still not 54. But anyway, could be worse, guys.
It's going to start climbing, don't worry.
It's going to start climbing real soon. There we go. Go Nobi, the best of the best of the best. See, my eyes are bad, guys. No, 100%. I know they got a little chatterbait I saw, and I'm definitely eyeing one of those out. I'm super excited.
Talking through the phone.
Okay, so we'll up the talking a bit, guys. Please let us know as get better. I think we have some electrical interference with the mics here this evening, and you're going to get a good close-up of us now. Kevin, where have you been, bud? What's up, fishers? Andrew looks different. Yes, he looks very different because it's not Andrew. Anyway, Kevin, maybe you need a pair of... Geez, I mustn't do that. I can't see anything. A pair of these. Some multifocals. They started about 3.5 on the bottom end, the reading side. Sound much better. Thanks, Bridget, for letting us know that. Away from Johannesburg. Stephen is busy driving Johannesburg. Sorry, what about having to drive in Johannesburg? But it could be worse. You could be driving in New York City. Kevin, oh man, okay, I've been missing a lot. Anyway, guys, no one's told me what the catches were on the weekend. I did a run through the catches for the competition so far, and we had some good catches. So you guys better get fishing. I think the bar's been set. The only species no one's caught anything yet is of legal size. Fish have to be legal size for the competition. Big nose grunt is the only species that's open. Okay. Everyone has logged a catch. Haven't tried Nobi yet. Bought a little stick bait last week and I haven't used it yet. We'll see how hilarious. I'm sure the Larry's gonna like the stick baits. They definitely
can't leave it alone.
Those little I picked up earlier, we're not going to say other names. That
Yeah.
I think the name of that lure I chatted to you after radar fishing was. That looks like a bit of a more advanced version of that, and I think it's definitely going to work. I might pop the trebles off and put little J hooks in the back, little assists, and it's definitely going to definitely do the work, guys. So I'm quite keen. You must also check out their rods. I was very impressed with their rods. The actions are quite different to some of the other actions of the rods out there.
Very specified to certain jobs.
Very, which I like. That little bait cast I picked up. The process was giving. There we go.
Travel kit.
So I picked up this little 4-piece travel kit, guys. Check this out. This thing's amazing. I think this is definitely something you can go into a vehicle. It handles like a 1-piece. It feels like a 1-piece. I didn't know it was a 4-piece until I was shown it as a 4-piece. So we're probably looking within sub 60 centimeters. Probably half of what's a 7-foot rod, eh?
Yeah.
7-foot rod, so 2.1. So we got probably 52.5 centimeters per piece. A little bit longer for the joints, guys. Look at that for a little nice little 4-piece bait casting rod, super light, and this particular one has the craziest action on it ever. Be the perfect little crankbait rod. Sorry for the saltwater fishermen out there. We are talking a lot of freshwater stuff tonight, which some of you guys definitely have to try out. Okay, let's get back to some of these questions. Caught a nice size shad yesterday. Keep it real fishing, 70 centimeters. That's a very good size shad. The shad haven't quite made it to East London yet. I know I did get one about 3 weeks ago at about 58. But as I predicted, the first winter cold front has just hit East London this morning. And every year, the week before Easter, the weekend after Easter, the first cold front comes and it pushes the shad. They normally follow. So for the shad fishermen out there, as soon as the sea settles, we'll have nice warm water. They'll blow west for 2 or 3 days. The shad are going to be on like Donkey Kong. So get those sardines, get those spoons ready, and get ready to catch some fish. I'd love to fish in the Cobb. Unfortunately, the Vol Dam does not have many rabies or stearnies. No, but you do quite well in the Vol Dam. But don't remember, you can enter and still be in line for a lucky draw. We have a lucky draw prize. You don't even have to catch a fish. We've got an horizon number 5 up for grabs. And we've got a very good lucky draw prize, guys. So you're welcome to enter $200 and stand a chance of winning a horizon number 5. Fits into the jet ski hatch. There we go, Matthew. That's perfect. You can probably put a couple in your jet ski hatch. Some different actions for the different lures. What is the average price of the Nobi rods? Would you be able to hand?
On hand, no, I wouldn't be able to tell you. You'd have to contact Dave or Andrew.
Yeah.
From this side, or the guys from Cape Town. They'll be able
but listen, they're all well priced. They're not phenomenal.
no.
They're phenomenal. Listen, guys, we're not talking about bank breakers. We're not talking about adrenal poisons and things like that. 10 grand rods. We're talking.
It's made for anglers that want to spend minimum but best quality.
And you got some top end stuff that also you can spend a bit more on. So all very reasonably priced, guys. So to hold up Bulmori if you need that. Do you have an online store? Yes, Bulmori does have an online store, guys. Please check them out at www.bulmoriafishing.com, guys. So check them out, please. They do have an online store. I didn't think NOEBY sells direct to the public. I'm assuming they sell through agents, guys. So you'd have to buy through a shop. I've got a small shad in Nobi, 20 centimeters of Nobi. Perfect. Imagine it was 10 centimeters bigger. You could have used it as live bait. How's it, fish shows, Jared? Thanks very much for joining us. Anyway, guys, there's 64 of us you watching. I'm going to refresh here. I don't see too many likes yet, but maybe it'll get better. Sorry, guys, I'm very technically unadvanced. 2032, that's a lot better, guys. We do appreciate that. Best online fishing store in the country, Jaden says. Yes, Jaden, fantastic prices, and I don't think you can get better service from anyone. They are on top of it. I think it's something that the guys at Bulmoria pride themselves on, is a phenomenal customer service. And that's exactly what everyone wants out there. Jared Kirkhoff, new to fishing. Where are the good spots? Jared, which area are you fishing? We can give you a bit of a heads up. We used to give GPS coordinates out, and a lot of people didn't like us, so we stopped doing that. Not for the good of the fishing, but the oaks were littering the places and things like that, so we do understand. But we will definitely point you in the right direction. Love the new haircut. You're the third person that's told me that today. This is Andrew's work, just saying. So well done. Andrew's my personal barber. Didn't take much effort, but you did a very good job, guys. We're going to grow the beard a bit. I thought of maybe getting a little beard going here. We'll see how it goes. New question. If a rod is e.g. 5 to 7 ounce, does it mean it doesn't like throwing less than a 5 ounce? It's not going to enjoy it too much. you can throw 4 ounce on a rod. I've got a Horizon 7, it's a 6 to 8 ounce rod. I throw a 5 on it sometimes. It just doesn't really throw it well. It's going to throw it, but you're going to get better performance on a 5 to 7 ounce sinker, guys. But you don't always need a big sinker if the sea's flat. Good evening, guys. How's it going? And then Carl, where you been? What, you been playing rugby? Long time no fish. When's rugby season finished so you can start coming to do some fishing? Carl's a youngster that comes fishing with us. He joins us for a lot of trips. Very eager youngster and a phenomenal little fisherman. And not scared. And we quite enjoy it when he comes with us because he's the pack horse. He gets to carry all the heavy stuff.
And gives you a challenge at the end of the day too.
And we load the soak up and he comes screaming past us like it's a walk in the park. My legs are getting a bit older now in life, so it's taking a bit of a challenge. Okay, guys, what do we have up for auction tonight? So the first auction we have. Let's just count how many packets. Count how many packets here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we're just going to flip through them, guys. I'm not going to go through all the cousins. There's 1, 2, some claws, some nice finesse worms, paddle. I don't know the exact names. Fork tails. Sorry, some fork tails, some flapper craws, nice pitching and flipping baits or trailer baits. A buggy craw. You're going to make me want to put on this auction. A little chatterbait, guys, and some swim baits, guys, in 2 different sizes. So we have 9. You said 9 different packets here. So that'll be the first item up for auction tonight, guys. And then the second item up for auction. So I was going to make some space so we don't break a Nobi's rod. Then I have to bite. We have once again a beautiful H-frame. I think you can see there. And out the H-frame we have 1 times beautiful Fish SA sinker bag. Shot Morgan. We have 1 times Fish SA leader line bag, which I'll show you now what's the second part of, to cover your lead and keep the UV and the salt air and the water off your leader lines. And of course you can't have that. Sorry guys, this is the most awkward position I've sat in all day. The beautiful Fish SA leader line holder. Keep your leader line nice and safe and out the way. Stop it running around your bag and causing spaghetti knots in your bag. We also have, thank you, a beautiful attachment. I'm just going to have to put it on one sec. It fastens to the front of your bag. Beautiful to keep your phone, your sunglasses, your car keys and things like that in. Or some pre-made traces to give you a little bit more extra space in your H-frame. And then of course, something you cannot live without, the Fish SA bait box strap that will strap around the top of your bag, keeping your bait box in place, freeing up some extra hands to stop you having to carry your bait box in your hands. So that'll be the second item up for auction tonight. We're going to pop them all back in there, pop on one side. Have a think about those guys. We'll get back to that just now once the numbers have increased a bit. But thank you everyone for joining us this far. Let's get back to some of the questions. Bruce Cameron, love the Tackle Tuesday. Thank you, Bruce. We do appreciate that. Makes it all worth the while of us doing it. Fishing East London with Kyle Kirkhoff, looking for some good spots. Jared, I think Kyle has my number. Give us a shout and let's look at the conditions and let's try to put you in the right direction of where fish could possibly be biting. I'm not going to do it online on there. I'll be up all night doing that. But give me a call and I'll try to point you in the right direction best I can. Just released those baits. There isn't in store that stocks them yet. Yeah, they are just been released. They will be in store very soon, guys. I can promise you that. They're phenomenal looking baits. The quality is absolutely out of this world and very nicely packaged as well. Kevin Oira. Carve been coming out. Carve been coming out this weekend. I'm so dude. I caught 2 decent ones in this weekend, and of course I've got barbels. Barbels. Everyone's going to catch barbels. It's part of. It's not nice to like your freshwater barbels. If you don't know about saltwater fishing, so
yeah.
Okay, so you know what a barbel is. You only have to go saltwater fishing once to know what a barbel is, guys. Come out in the same conditions. Just curious. This is all a fairy tale thing, guys. If there's barbel, there's cob around. I'll explain to you how that works. It's not always true because I've caught 1,000 barbels out catching a cob, and I've caught lots of cobs out catching a barbel. At night time, you're always going to get barbel everywhere. Chances are you're going to get cob as well. When you're fishing in the daytime, if you are catching barbel, it doesn't mean there are cob around. It just means barbel do not like crystal clear water in the day with bright light and things like that. You normally catch barbel in the day when the water's a bit off color. There's a bit of overcast or there's a bit of sand start churning. It leads you to the same sort of conditions that cob would feed you. So if you are catching barb in the day, I'm not saying there are going to be cob there, but cob like that sort of condition as well that the barbel would prefer in the day. So that's where it comes down to. So it's not always, if there's barbel, there's cob, they just like some sort of the same, they like cover. Like if you're talking like organized bass fishing, they like some cover and structure, they like to be hidden away. Cob are not the stealthiest fish in the sea. They're not super fast, so they like a bit of cover where they can target their bait fish from, or the bait fish are just orientated in the bit of the wash in the sea. Looking for fishing friends in Durban, anyone from Durban? Anyway guys, if it's Jaden looking for some fishing mates, Jaden, give Jaden a shout. Thank you to you guys, had me hooked. Awesome Jared, I'm glad we got you hooked. Just go get some fish for us and make us all happy. Bruce Cameron, when are you coming to the Western Cape? Bruce, a very good question. One day. I know we don't actually know. This year we pretty much booked out this year, but I think we'll definitely make a trip down. I was last in the Western Cape 2 years ago. I've got some family down that side, Noordhoek, Muizenberg, so we must definitely make a trip down that side. You might have to just teach me how to fish. That sea is very flat in most places. I know I caught some kaljoen there and I caught a yellowtail or two there, but much more than the fishing there, I don't know. You guys might have to show me in the right direction. Anyway guys, get those likes coming through, get those questions coming through. So Morgan, how was your trip to that dam you went to? In case you don't want to give it away.
Yeah, it was good. We caught a lot of fish in the second session. First session was rough.
Yeah.
We had actual weather change, so the pattern wasn't there.
Yeah.
Most of them
the weather change maybe bring the
the barometer, and that has a lot to play with some bass.
Yeah, no, it was the same as the saltwater fishing does as well, yeah.
So they tend to get locked on.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when the front comes through.
Yeah.
But we scrummed, we got some decent fish. I think we managed one bag over 5 and a lot of 3 kilo bags. So the fish are there.
Decent. That's good, yeah, guys, it was a smallmouth that they were catching, so you think largemouth, you might think that's a small bag, but smallmouth bass, so it's
mix. So there was a mix.
It's a mix, yeah. It's a decent, good bag there. Okay, guys, get those questions coming through or hit me with a like. I don't know if I've got a bit of a freezy screen here or not. No. Fresh in there. So anyway, guys, since everyone's quiet, you're going to have to leave me to do some speaking. Just give me a little sip of juice here because I'm super thirsty. There we go, that's better. What's up for Tackle Tuesday tomorrow? Why don't you answer that question, because you can.
It's a bunch of freshwater baits from Nobi. Excited to launch their new range. So yeah.
The DIY.
Yeah, and some of their new rods that have come onto the market. So yeah.
So what we're going to do, guys, it's the second time we've done Nobi for Tackle Tuesday. We're just going to run through the new baits that come to the market and just give you a quick brief overview of the other products they do for those of you that might be a new name in the market. I know they're taking this African fishing market by storm. Their popularity is growing. It's probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing brand currently in South Africa. You guys have come out of nowhere and it's pretty much taking over. And phenomenal stuff, guys. That's what I think is leading to the increase in it. So,
sorry, it's quality at an affordable price.
I think that makes a big difference.
Most people can agree with me on that.
And I think going forward, I think it's become even more and more popular because of the price. There's some weird and wonderful things happening all over the world, where a lot of the baits are imported from, and I think that's going to be a
game changer.
It's going to be a game changer, guys. So keep that name in mind and definitely try out some of their lures. I promise the quality can compete with some of the best brands out there, hands down. What freshwater lures work well in saltwater as well? Well, Clint, this is quite a weird one. I caught my first saltwater fish on a bass lure in 1998. We were fishing the Hamburg River, we'd run out of prawns, and a little below to me I had a 6-inch black and red worm bass in my. We put it on and I threw it out for a drift for spotties. Well, the drifting for hours didn't happen, so we ended up starting the motor. We were just going to move 30 meters off and just leave more rod in. So that lure at half plane speed got hit by a Larry. So Larry hit it. I don't know what I was thinking, but it hit it. We then caught spotties on little little crab imitations. Little soft plastics. And then we started actually fishing for spotties on soft plastics, and they worked. They let go of it quite quickly, so you can be quite sharp with the hook set. Obviously the lures back then weren't as lifelike and flavorful and textured and stuff like they are now. So I think your best freshwater lures, I'd say to look at,
There's something like
obviously your little paddle tails or little swim baits that the guys are using for cob. Beautiful little lure to look at.
the bigger version.
Your bigger version, like your cob and things like that. And I think anything could work, guys. A little worm jigged in the right place. And I've used, I'm going to bring up another brand, Berkeley's Gulp, the neon chicken or whatever it was, and
Yeah,
and I've caught carp, I've caught spotties and all sorts of things like that. And another brilliant lure for freshwater, if you, I don't know if you guys do a fluke at all, just this little split tail fluke. I'm sure somewhere in your range you
yeah,
have
it's
that.
something that
It works quite brilliantly, and I think the little split tail worm,
do have
there's a little
Yeah,
split tail worm. I think I can entice a spotty to, or a little pig nose to knock in that if it is fished correctly. So definitely try them out. Anyway, guys, get those questions coming through. Just excuse me, okay, marks off anyway. It's getting very warm in the shop all of a sudden. And we have 63 members watching, guys, and I still don't have 63 likes, so I could appreciate some likes coming through. That would be fantastic. So let us know, guys. We are 5 minutes away from auction. What are your plans for this Easter weekend? What are you up to this Easter weekend?
So we're eating cobbing.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully.
A little bit of Transcar, eh?
Yeah, a little bit of saltwater fishing. Now coming into winter.
Okay.
Bass turn off.
Yeah,
So start hitting the rocks a bit, bronze bream, blacktail.
that's good.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's
speaking my language. I like it. Eh?
A little bit.
Cobby's not a. You're not going to be too far away from. We're not the Easter weekend. We're the weekend before. We're going to Mazep and we can see cobbing from.
Okay.
So not too far away. You're definitely going at the right time, though. Eh?
Yeah, we're gonna try and hit some paddle tails and that.
Yeah.
Not an expert at it, but we'll
That's
see what comes out.
same thing.
Yeah.
I think the secret to paddle tail is when you think you're reading slow enough, real slow.
Real slow.
Yeah, I think that's the best advice I can give you. Just when it comes to that, you want to really drag a thing through the bottom. Pretty much similar if you're targeting bass on
Slow down.
pebble beds and things like that. So you really want to bash it around the bottom. Anyway, guys, please get those questions coming through to make my life a bit easier. All to talk to you as I'll be talking how to pull a paddle tail all night. Sorry, I just joined. Can you fill me in on the auction process, please, before the auction goes live? Not a problem. So the way the auction process, before the auction starts, we'll display all the goods for all you viewers out there. We will have a starting price for the auction, a reserve to start off on the auction, and then we'll go from there. So what you need to do to bid is, all you have to do is, in the chat part of your screen, chat your bid. If say the auction is, say we're starting at 1,000 Rand, put your 1,000 Rand through. If someone comes at 1,1, you'd have to go up and go to 1,200 Rand. In a certain time frame, we'll call going once, going twice, going 3 times. We'll close the auction off in the highest bidder. Purchase the goods. We'll provide you with a cell phone number, and Andrew will provide you with banking details, and you'll provide Andrew with your physical address where you want the goods delivered to. Please, also these goods include delivery to your door anywhere within the boundaries of South Africa, guys. So if you're overseas, unfortunately not, but within South Africa. Okay, Port Elizabeth Gulp Nuclear Chicken. That is the one, but that was the good lure in its days. I think it still is. I did fish with it a very long time ago, though. Evening, Simon. Evening. I just wanted to join. Got back from Seaval. Still having one fish was caught. Simon, well done that fish. I'm glad you got a fish. It made me really happy to see you have a fish. And thanks for the what's up and how's it going, Fisher Simon. We really appreciate that. Hope you had a safe trip back to Queenstown, Simon. Peter has Nobi freshwater and salt. Oh, it has. Okay, so Peter, how are you enjoying your lures, Peter? Are you being successful on them? I'm sure you are. Well,
Yeah.
she
New rod, new reel.
Does she fish as well?
Yeah.
Well, you in the pound seat, but you did well, eh? Well done, mate. Hey, you did well. Well, look at that, bro. Bridget, what a champion, bro. So, I think it's a little challenge here. I think we're going to give Morgan my number after this. And then after your weekend at Cobbing, I'm going to see between Bridget and yourself and Morgan who's caught the most fish.
It's going to be a challenge. We'll get it done.
No, that's fine. Just keep coming. Eh? You've got to have a bit of challenge in life. Are you up for it?
No, up for
A
it.
little friendly
100%.
competition. Lisa does the dishes for the next month.
So we've got dishes.
Yeah? Smart man, let's say. Okay, so let's get back to some questions, guys. What are your opinions on bucktail fishing? Bruce, bucktail fishing. Have you fished bucktail at all?
No.
Okay, so bucktail is one of my favorite lures. It's fish for the reason is you can drag it through the sand, you can work it through the water column, or you can almost rip this thing on the top. You can fish it to the top water, bottom water, and a suspending lure. They cast extremely fast, especially if you're looking for those further banks. because of their profile. It's just pretty much a weight with a little bit of feathers out the back of it, as you know what it is. So bucktail is a extremely good lure. Off the rocks, not a good lure, hooks up a lot. But if I'm fishing sand, far banks on sand, bucktail is definitely a lure to fish with, guys. Just keep constant tension on the line, and I think that's the main thing, and keep a nice repetitive action, and I think you will have success on that. There we go. Clint Albert says, when the fish aren't biting, always go for the bucktail. He's 100% correct. If you're not getting those fish want to eat bites on their paddle tails and like that, bucktail sometimes irritates the fish, as does in bass fishing. You might get a reaction bite. You might just grab it for the sense of grabbing it and not really wanting to eat it. And I think a bucktail is a good option. Also, their smaller profile is your hookup rate on a bucktail is very good. It's pretty much more hook than lure. You've got no plastic parts or rubber parts intruding the hook itself. Anyway, guys, get those questions coming through, and I think we are live for auction. Okay, so well, without further ado, let's run through. We're going to start with the Nobi auction, guys. Morgan's going to run through a little bit slower this time so we can actually see what's all up there. What is the first item for auction?
So we've got 9 products. Finesse stick is the first product. Kicker crawl. Speedworm. You made me lose my words now.
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait, that's it. Love shad, 4 inch. Forktail. Crawl flapper. And bugger crawl.
So we've got 9 different lures up for grabs. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's the last one. I thought there were 9. Different types of plastic or rubber lures, and we have one bladed jig, or commonly known as a chatterbait. I don't know if I'm allowed saying chatterbait. Correct. I think we are. I don't think it belongs to any of the companies out there. Or bladed jig. It's definitely one of the most popular lures in the US at the moment. Came onto the market with a storm, and I think the guys have had phenomenal success with those. So opening bid is 350 Rand, guys. I'm going to value this off the top of my head at 800 to 1,000 Rand quite easily. I know a packet of good quality plastic, 100 to 150 Rand depending on the brand. So let's get that auction under the way. Bids are open. Bass fishermen, let's go. 350 Rand. I'm in for the first bid, 350 Rand.
Hasn't hit the market yet. So
It hasn't hit the market yet. So yeah, these are brand new. So you're going to be the first oak in the country. These aren't even, you can't even buy them if you want to buy them.
yeah, they're not on the store.
Okay. So let's get that bid open, guys. 350 Rand. And I'll put my hand up for the first bid of 350 Rand. Thank you very much. Anyone willing to take these lures away from me? Clint Albert, 700 Rand. There we go, Clint. Anyone willing to go 750 Rand? Clint, definitely a good choice, but 700 Rand is these lures. Listen, these things are next level. Absolutely, absolutely next level. Clint, I'm assuming you're a bass fisherman of note. You haven't even fished them, have you?
No, I haven't even fished.
You haven't fished
any
any of these yet. Okay. So Clint, you're going to be probably the first oak in the country to put one of these on your hook. Anyone willing to go 750 Rand on the 9-piece NOEBY package? I'm going to call 700 Rand going once to Clint Alberts. So Matthew, I'd definitely say I don't know anything about their pricing structure, but your other brands out there for good quality set of plastic lures, you are looking at in between 80, 90 up to 150, some to 200 Rand for some of the heavy imported stuff. So it's definitely a bargain, but 700 Rand is the winning bid at the moment, so you're still getting a bargain here. So anyone willing to go 750 Rand, please drop me and let me know. Of course, man, we always bring you bargains. Just Clint didn't take the bargain factor out of it yet. He's just done a good bid, but I think there's still some room in there. So anyone want to go? Sorry, Peter, we've already had 700 Rand from Clint. He's already jumped the gun there. So I'm just going to tap the hammer 3 times, guys, to see what it lays. Count quickly. In about 10 seconds. Okay. What did you say the best lure for on the west coast? Ooh. Light river fishing on the west coast. Listen, I'd say on the west coast you pretty much you don't have too many species out. You might have some garrick up that side and some cob. I think you're not going a little paddle tail or swim bait. I think you can fish anywhere in the world successfully, so I think those will be your two best options. The white stemmas up that side, I don't know if you can catch them on lure, but obviously we'll worm interpretation. Matthew, I think the only way, I mean not Matthew, you answered that question now. I think the match the hatch. I think look what bait fish and what the fish are actually feeding on there, and look for a lure that mimics that. I think that's the best way to do it, because that's a bit of a difficult one. I'm not fishing there, but I'd say, yeah, if the fish are feeding on mullets, look for something that imitates mullets. I think that's the best way to go around it if you are fishing a new place and not sure what's happening there. Anyway, guys, so we have Clint Albert, 700 Rand. I would say 700 Rand going twice.
Come on,
speed
guys.
up. Anyone would go 750 Rand on this awesome deal.
And they're laminated as well, so that's another
Oh,
special.
they're laminated.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Two-toned,
much better. Eh?
much better. Come on, guys, let's get higher than 700 Rand.
750 Rand, guys. Okay, first of all, no one in this country has fished these lures yet. They've been tested overseas. He's just arrived in the country. I don't think there are any fishing shops stores yet. No, this is the first time they've been come out of the box. They've seen South African air, South African light, and they were looking phenomenal. And as we were saying earlier, the developments being by South African guys.
Yeah.
So they've helped develop the colours, guys. There's some phenomenal colours you won't see from overseas. There's definitely some crappie looking colours and things that are matching our little red curb and things like that. I see some definitely watermelon red, beautiful colour. What else we got here? Slightly cross, also, I think it's also watermelon red.
There's an earthworm color.
There's an earthworm colour, guys, if you haven't seen. I don't think you can see that overseas in a hurry. Okay, so let's go. Okay, the West Coast thing. Sam Morris, your current fishing competition is from the border of Mozambique to the border of Namibia. So anywhere from the border of Namibia, South Africa to Mozambique. How many packets is it, Johan? There are 8 packets of soft plastics, and there's one chatterbait or a bladed jig, whichever way you want to call it. So there's 9 in total. So I'm going to give it 15 more seconds, guys, and then we're going to call Clint Alberts the winner. So Johan, I see looks like you might be interested there. 750 Rand is the next. There we go, Johan, 750 Rand. Thank you very much. Anyone willing to go 800 Rand? Clint, are you willing to hit back with 800 Rand?
Promise you won't be disappointed in these
It's
plastics.
guaranteed to catch fish, 100% guaranteed to catch fish. Anyway, guys, Johan, anyone? Okay, 800 Rand. Clint Albert sitting back at 800 Rand. Anyone willing to go 850 Rand, guys? I think you are definitely 1,000 Rand value here quite easily, off the top of my head. If I had to walk into a shop, I'd clean out, that would definitely probably cost me 1,000 Rand, without a doubt. And the great thing about this, you don't have to walk into the shop, you get it sent directly to your door. 850 Rand is what we're looking for, Clint Alberts. I'm going to call Clint Alberts going once, 800 Rand. Johan, you better jump in there quickly. You have to start speeding things along here quite a little here. Anyone willing to go 850 Rand? We have a 10-second delay, guys, so please do stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to call 800 Rand going twice. Just checking if there's nothing on the phone Andrew's side. Okay, I'm going to count down from 15, and then we are going to call it. While we count down 15 seconds, I hope everyone's got their Easter weekend plans coming up, guys, and I wish everyone a safe I hope everyone's got their Easter arrangements underway, guys. Please, on behalf of Bull Moria Fishing Tackle, Untraceable Fishing, and Nobi, I wish you all a safe journey. Please take care on the roads and make sure you have an awesome time off. Catch lots of fish. Send us all the photos. We'll hear all about it next week, because we're not going to see you until then on a live session, unfortunately. And we do hope you all the best and the best of luck, and a blessed Easter to everyone out there. Okay, so I am calling it sold to Clint Alberts. Clint, Andrew will now provide you the telephone number. Please make sure you contact Andrew as soon as possible. He will get back to you, not now, we're obviously with a live auction, but as soon as he can, and to get your delivery address and provide you with banking details to make the deposit in.
You won't be disappointed with the
Definitely.
products.
So Clint, I do like a bit of bass fishing, so where do you live? But I wouldn't mind trying a couple of these. This is the only oak in the country to have them, and I couldn't get these if I wanted them right now. But for those of you who did miss out and are interested in the Nobi lures, they will be available really, really soon. So just be patient, and Clint's has got the upper hand. He'll catch the fish before everyone else does. Okay, so we have auction number 2 up. for grabs. As mentioned earlier, we have a beautiful H-frame, Fish Buddy H-frame. Sorry guys, I'm just going to try, I'm just going to run through it quickly, then I'll bring the laptop back. I don't want to destroy the, okay, beautiful Fish Buddy H-frame. Inside of it, beautiful Fish SA sinker bag. Need to have one of these guys. I carry 2 in my box, makes my life a lot easier. You have a beautiful accessory bag which attaches to the front of your H-frame or wherever else you would like it. It can be clipped onto a belt you'd wear around the waist as well if you don't like it there. Nice for carrying your cell phone, your car keys, fishing license, wallet, anything else like that, or traces, anything else you want easy access to the whole time. You don't have to keep opening your H-frame. Just frees that extra little bit of space in your H-frame. Suntan lotion, things like that. Then we have the Fish SA. And then can we see up here, my hand? Okay, so we have the Fish SA leader line holder, which you can bolt onto the top of your H-frame. Put your leader lines on there to keep them out, stop making a spaghetti mess inside your bag. And then, of course, on top of that, we have the cover for that will go over the top. Why we need that is keeps the UV rays off our leader line, stops them perishing, keeps them dry, keeps them out the way, and keeps everything very organized. It does come pre-punched with holes for your leader line to get pulled through and stops those windy mess ups. And of course, nothing better than the Fish SA bait box strap. They'll be strapped around your H-frame, so you can put your bait box on top of your bait cooler box on top of your H-frame, and strap that around to keep your bait box nice and secure to stop it dropping off. So that is what is up for grabs. I'm just going to pop everything back quickly. So we have the H-frame and all the Fish SA goodies. We're looking at a value of over 2,000 Rand, I think 2,200 Rand, we calculated earlier. And the opening bid for that would be 1,500 Rand, guys. Anyone willing to go 1,500 Rand? Bids are officially open. Do you remember this does include delivery to your door? We have 1,500 Rand from Jaden Governor. Well done, Jaden. It's a good opening bid. Thank you very much. Anyone willing to go 1,600 Rand? £1,600. Thank you very much from, I think it's Justin Davies, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. Well done, Justin Davies. 1,700 Rand. Well, the bidding war started. Anyone willing to go 1,800 Rand? 1,800 Rand. Anyone willing to go? Jaden Gummer coming at 1,700 Rand, the highest bid this far. Sorry, Kelvin, you've missed out. Jaden has come in 1,700 Rand. Anyone? Okay, we'll go up in increments of 50 for this, guys, because we're getting quite higher. Let's go 1,750 Rand. Anyone willing to go 1,750 Rand? Okay, 1,800 Rand. Anyone willing to go 1,850 Rand? Thanks, Kelvin, for your bid. 1,900 Rand, Jaden, blocking back strong here. Anyone willing to go 2,000 Rand? As mentioned earlier, do you remember this does include a courier to your door anywhere within the limits of South Africa? Anyone willing to go 2,000 Rand? Come on, guys, it's something if you don't have an H-frame, you might look at something funny and think, yo, man, you know, if you fish with a heavy, you need to get yourself an H-frame.
I do have one, it's a bit older, but
that's fine. As long as
that one's looking quite
nice. You
nice.
must see what my one looks like. After upgrades over the years, 2,000 Rand. As long as it works, eh?
100%.
2,000 Rand. You want to go 2,100 Rand. I would change my straps 2,100. Well done, Jaden. I would change my carrier strap to 3-ton cargo straps because I carry between 20 and 30 kilos on some days. Jeez. Remember, Andrew carries all the camera equipment. I carry both our fishing stuff and the bait on top there. So
you're walking foot, huh?
No, we're walking fit. Don't ask me to run into push-ups. But my walking fitness is not bad. Eh? Anyone want to go 2,200 Rand? How many liters is that one? I don't know where it's going to tell us how many liters that actually is. That's a standard size H-frame. It's hard to say.
See, that is 20 liters.
20.
That one is 20.
That one's a bit bigger. This one's about
less.
It's about. It looks like about 20 liters. I'm saying. I might be just off.
Yeah. You see that cooler box?
Oh no, that's 20. That 20. There's cooler. No, it's what? So about half.
About 10.
It's not about a 10 liter, Jaden. It's a plastic container. Unfortunately, they don't have the fridge written on them. is about 500 long, is about 350
Standard size.
wide, and it's about a height of about 250. If anyone's got a calculator, they can work it out for me quickly, and you can work out the volume. Okay, so we have 2,100 rand. I'm going to call it going once. Yo, Simon, if it's brandy, ice and coke, I think the bids would be a lot higher, my friend. Anyone willing to go 2,100? It's called once for Jaden. I'm going to speed things along up there, but guys, I'm going to give it 10 seconds because that's. I'm just going to check the delay quickly. Shot, Jaden. Sorry, but I didn't have the liters on hand, but it's more than big enough. If it's not big enough, do what Andrew and myself do. You buy just a plastic container as it is, and you strap it straight on top of that one, and you've got 2 plastic containers. And that's the easiest way to do it. You've got one for your dry clothes and your food, and one for your fishing stuff. And you've still got lots of space. I'll put my bait box on top. I look like a bit of a leaning tower piece sometimes, but it does the job. Okay, so I'm going to call 2,100 rand going twice to Jaden. Guys, you have 15 seconds to get those bids in.
$25 litre.
25 litre. Thank you very much, guys.
25 meters. This here.
Okay. Fishing buddy, reply to us. Okay.
Neil did.
Okay. 25 litre M&M. M&M. Are you the real Slim Shady, buddy? You just caught me off guard there. Hey? Okay, M&M. 25 litres. Guys, we have M&M on the show. We are definitely the hottest fishing channel out there. Celebrities are even joining us. Shot M&M. Okay, guys, so I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jaden Govender, well done. You're the new proud owner of the H-frame and all those beautiful fishes, say goodies.
You just WhatsApp me. Jaden, WhatsApp me. You've got my number, but...
Okay, shot Jaden. Please WhatsApp Andrew. Anyway, guys, so that brings to the close. So talk tonight. If you want to know what's on Tackle Tuesday tomorrow, we're going to have a look at Nobi's awesome range. Thanks very much for joining us and coming again. Provide us with your expertise. It's the first time we've had a outside person coming in, so we've had someone from a fishing company coming in to join us, guys. It's something we will be doing in the future again. So thanks Nobi for being the first to get that off the ground. So some phenomenal products coming out, guys. Okay, M&M, do you have balaclavas? Last question for the night. No, but I think a beanie and a
Neck gaiter.
a buff that is a lot better. It's not as hot. Okay, last question for tonight. Simon Morris, are you guys fishing Easter weekend, Simon? Oh yes. I think that's a bit of a rhetorical question, Simon. But anyway, for those of you fishing the competition, best of luck. Please get those catches coming in. So from the half of Bulmoria, Andrew and myself, and Morgan from Nobi Lures. Anyway, guys, cheers.